Hi folks, it's Bill with Bug Out Bungalows, and this is my desert off-grid cabin. And these buildings, at least two of them in front of you, are Bug Out Bungalows. And the basic concept is they're comprised of 8 trapezoid wall pieces and 8 triangle roof pieces. And then they could be configured in different ways and different sizes. But anyway, I'm going to give you a tour of my cabin here. So let's check out this Bug Out Bungalow. This one's 256 square feet. It's 16 by 16. So here's, I got a tankless water heater, propane direct vent stove. I was hooked up with a wood stove. We can still do that again. Propane stove. That was a bathroom vanity. This has been a low-cost project. I work on it as I get time. I don't live here full-time. These are refrigerators I can recommend. They use a low amount of electricity and they're pretty inexpensive. So I'll just swing around and give you a tour. Okay, it's real pleasant to just stare out this octagon window and watch clouds go by while you're listening to music. So this is, like I said, 256 square feet, 16 feet by 16 feet. I'm not going to leave this bed in here. Once I got air conditioning, I moved the bed in here from this other building, which was my bedroom. And I'm going to take that and move it and join it over here. Now it'll show the portability of Bug Out Bungalow. So anyway, let's take a look at the bathroom. Got all the comforts of home, hub and everything. So anyway, I'll tell you what, I'll open up the loft. I don't care to sleep in it myself. I don't like dealing with that ladder. So I use it for storage space. But let's take a trip. Here we go. So it could be a sleeping loft. If I used it for a sleeping loft, I'd want to put a window in case of fire down here. You could escape. There's just more storage behind there. I'd also build permanent steps. I don't like these fold down stairs particularly, but they work. I drug them around a long time before I finally utilized them. But I've built winder stairs that don't take up a whole bunch of room. So let's continue our tour. Go outside. So this I just recently built. Oh, here we go with the wind. This is my water tank, 2,800 gallon water tank. And this is just to protect it. And on top of it, I built a viewing platform. Now we're going up, what the heck. If the sound's bad, I apologize, but there's a wind blowing. So right down here, where the fence posts are, I've ordered a metal carport, and I'm going to enclose it and use it for storage and clean up all this mess. This right now here is my tool shed. So to continue the tour, there's the back side. So this building's actually on skids and could be moved that way, but I'm going to take it apart because it's made to take apart. This is the back side of the buildings. Coming around front. Okay, so this is a Bug Out Bungalow. This is 120 square feet, 10 foot 10 by 10 foot 10. And I'm going to be offering plans for sale, well, for all the models, but this model in particular. This has been here over 5 years and it's weathered really well. There's no paneling, that's canvas painted into styrofoam, well, not styrofoam, isopropyl. Yep, we got this wind going again. Anyway, this is my studio. This was basically I'll scrounge parts too. All this has been fairly low cost, at least at one time when the wood wasn't so expensive. Here's my view. Here's my view. Anyway, I'll just scan around so you can take a look. So the reason I had such an ornate beam is that rough sawn lumber would not span far enough. So I put a splice in the middle and made it ornate, but it's not carrying any weight really. The 2x10s above it are, or to the sides of it. So I'm using pellet stoves mainly to heat now. I had some wood or stoves in earlier, but there's no trees around here, so what's the point? Anyway, there's my studio. Let's go down below. I got a basement. I'll take a look at the shade. Need this out here. It made all the difference. You know, get some shade. But these were cedar logs I milled when I had Alaskan mill. They look kind of cool. I'm letting them weather naturally. Tell you what, we'll go on the roof and take a look at my solar panels. Here we go. We'll go up on the roof and take a look at my solar system. Excuse the noise from the wind. I'll try to minimize it. Here we go. So initially I had just these two panels. They're configured differently. Now it's about 500 watts. And recently I added these other 4 panels, and they're 400 watts each. So that's 1600, 2100 watts. And it's run on 2 different charge controllers. One of them I'll probably upgrade. Anyway, want to look around up on the roof? There we go. Let's go down the basement. Oop, what was that? I think we got a rat. You dirty rat. It disappeared somewhere. Anyway, hope it was a rat. Here's my basement. All this was hand dug by myself. Oh, there it is, little varmint. See him? Did you see him come by? I hate those things. And I got traps out too. See it? Anyway, here's my solar. Been working really good. I'm up to 2,000 watts a panel. I'm able to run air conditioning all day long, every day. It's great. This is a water tank. This is 200 gallons. Lasts quite a while. And then I have a little 12-volt RV pump running everything. Kind of set up for storage. Keeping rats and mice and even skunks out of here has been a constant problem. Eventually, hopefully I'll conquer that problem, but for now, you saw evidence of them running by. Well, that concludes the tour of my desert off-grid cabin, the bug out bungalows. I'd like to talk a minute about this particular model. I'd like to offer plans for sale. Anyway, take a look. This is actually cloth painted onto polyisocyanates foil covered rigid foam insulation. And then on top of that, we have single ply roofing. And that's held up great. It's paintable. And then in here, I have inexpensive paneling, wall paneling. There's no internal framing other than, you can see it, this is a metal channel for drywall. So that's the basic framing. There is no studs in this. And it's been over 5 years. This climate is pretty harsh, very windy, very dry. The canvas is holding up great. Could use another coat of paint. So anyway, I'm getting ready to move this building. It'll basically unfold and come down, and I'll probably go ahead and film that when I move it. Anyway, I want to offer plans for sale for this, probably in this model and just a normally framed one, which I show on some of my other videos. Anyway, I'm thinking about offering plans for this PDF file for like 10 bucks. I'm going to try to keep it cheap. And if you're interested in something like this, give me a thumbs up so I know, and then I'll go ahead and get the plans drawn up. I have some plans, but they're pretty rudimentary right now. So give me a thumbs up and I'll get some good plans going, and then I'll offer them for sale for like 10 bucks on a PDF file. Anyway, good luck.